This is one of my favorite rooms in the Fraser Coast or anywhere, the library in the School of Arts building, which was designed by the incredibly talented architect John Granger, whose son was the composer Harry Granger. Ken, what's this building used for now?
The building for a long time was Maryborough's library, and in 1977 Council built new library premises, and then this became home for the Maryborough Historical Society. And over the years the Society's taken over the whole downstairs and soon to take over the upstairs as well. So we're expanding and our collections continue to grow. Part of our collection includes over 16,000 historical images from the region, and when we flooded in 2013 we saw an urgent need to digitise those images, and now that's all happened. So the digitisation is completed. We're now going through the process of indexing those onto a computer system so that they can be accessible for public access.
And this is an image of the room that we're sitting in and we're standing in 1908, the School of Arts, and it's still there's still quite a bit of it in here. Much of the library collection is still here.
The mezzanine floor was added after 1907, but all the books that you see up there, they were down here. And so when the mezzanine floor was completed, all the old books were pushed up and the newer books came down here. And when Council moved out in '77, they took the newer books that they had for the new library, and the old books just sat and they survived in the building. It's quite a rare collection to survive in its own building since inception. Maryborough set up in 1847, and 1860s was when this building, or when the School of Arts was started. And then some of those books in this collection date from that period.
And you got a lot of images of railway stuff over here?
A lot of images of railway. We're just about to set up a new exhibition. It's 150 years this week since the Maryborough to Gympie rail link opened. And so we've been looking through our collections to find those of this area. The Baddow railway station is now long gone, so it's disappeared. There was a Baddow station signal cabin, so everything's just all vanished.
Yeah. Well, can we have a closer look at the books?
We can. Some of the collections here have to be sorted. There's been ring-in things like radios that come into the collection. They've got to be taken out and removed so that we can just reinstate the books that were here. We also have a large collection of photos from the Chronicle, the negatives from the 80s. And so some of those will be able to be matched to images that were used in the actual paper. So there's a range of projects which we've got to do, but the biggest thing is taking a lot of these books off the shelves and wrapping them and freezing them. Some of them you can see some of the damage just through general wear and tear, but other damage has been because of bookworm getting into them. And bookworm is a thing. You don't have to be a bookworm to read the books. You're a bookworm where you eat the books. And they create these piercing little holes through the books, and that destroys them. This is probably one of the rarest library collections in Australia, having its original collection still intact here. It'll take us about 2 years to freeze and remove the bookworm and clean and then assess the damage. And so that's a long-term project, and we're hoping that will start soon, fairly soon.
Well, thanks so much, Ken. It's an amazing museum and historical society run by volunteers. When can people come and visit and get involved?
At the moment we open Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from 9 AM till about 1 PM. And so we're always looking for new people to become involved, particularly with new projects and work. The next couple of years we're going to have a lot of work to do. So this is a good start. It's just to get people introduced to the history of Maryborough and the history of this wonderful, fabulous building.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for all you're doing to preserve and celebrate our history.
Pleasure. Thank you.